Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Saturday, April 11th, 2020. I'd like to bring you a story deriving out of the Atlanta, Georgia metro area, and it is pertaining to one of the former housewives of um, Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is a story pertaining to her mother. Okay, I'm outside, so excuse the background noise. This information is brought to you by the Daily Mail. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Sheree Whitfield says her missing mother has been found safe and healthy. The prayers worked. Sheree Whitfield's missing mom, Thelma Ferguson, has been found. The 50-year-old Real Housewives of Atlanta star posted the good news to her Instagram account on Friday evening, saying her 77-year-old mother has been found safe and healthy. The power of prayer is undeniable, she captioned the exultant post. Thank you for all the prayers. They worked. My mom has been found safe and healthy. She is with family now. I couldn't have gotten through this without your support. God is good. Heart. And then it's signed Sheree. Whitfield announced Wednesday that her mother has been missing for more than 2 weeks. The reality TV star shared the disturbing news in an Instagram post featuring a photo of her mother. Thelma Ferguson was last seen by her family on March 23rd when she left her home to go to her bank, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Sheree posted a beaming close-up of her mother, along with a lengthy caption calling for prayers and outlining the situation. I was hesitant to post my concerns for my mother's safe return because although I have been in close contact with the police for the past 2 weeks, I'm also pretty private when it comes to my family, she wrote. Also, in the past, my mom has taken personal vacations without letting the family know, and we respect that side of her. However, this is the longest she have gone without reaching out to anyone from the family or her friends. Right now, we are leaning on God and staying positive and prayerful for her safe return home. She also passed on information for Sandy Springs police for anyone with information about her mother's whereabouts. And at the time, it just states calling the Sandy Springs and the number. But now that's not needed because she has been found. And in the article, it gave her car description and tag. So Miss Thelma has been found, located, I guess, Thelma Ferguson, the mother of Sheree Whitfield, former housewife of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was going to bring you this story a day ago, yesterday or so, but I decided just to wait. Must have been a reason. The odd thing about this story to me is that, one, you will go off anywhere for a period of time and not tell a person that, one, that you're leaving and where you're going. Then you don't call the people or persons, anyone, to let them know that you made it to your destination. Do you understand what I'm saying? And exactly where did she go? And yes, she, as an adult, is entitled to go wherever she wants. She doesn't have to give her whereabouts, her accounts. But in this day and time, whether you're 18, 50, 70, you should let somebody know where you are going, especially if you are leaving the area where you live. And with the pandemic going on, it seemed really odd because she left during the pandemic. She was last seen in a former article. It states she was last seen by family going to the bank. So she left her house going to the bank. And I thought that was odd because I thought, well, who's the family that saw her leave? So did she tell you, hey, I'm just going to the bank, but then just disappeared? See, all that was odd to me. And as I state, we have a pandemic going on. And in my mind, I was thinking there's no way this lady went and took a trip, especially on a plane, to a far off place such as Europe or, out of the country, knowing we had the coronavirus at play here in the States and abroad. So I thought that was odd. And the fact that she went somewhere inside the United States, I found it odd that she would not notify someone to say, hey, I'm going to take a short trip to California, Ohio, wherever, and I'll let you know when I get there. And then Sheree alludes to the fact that she's a private person, so she didn't want to notify the public that her mother was missing. I understand that everybody lives differently. Some people don't have real friends and family, so they do their own thing because they don't really have a choice. They don't have people to really notify to say, hey, I'm going out of town. Hey, I'm meeting somebody for a date, whichsoever. But the fact that that's your mother, you're her child. I'm assuming there are other family members, brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles. Why in the world would this 77-year-old woman not reach out to anyone to say, I'm taking a trip. This is where I'll be. I'll be here for about a week, 2, whichsoever. Call anytime, whatever. Or if they were in a bad mood, she could have told somebody, hey, I'm not feeling myself. I need a little time away. Got things on my mind. You should have told somebody. And that way, when people started asking, perhaps that somebody would have said, she's okay. She just needed some time to herself. She didn't want to be bothered, but I've had contact with her and she's all right. We're in an age where a lot of crazy stuff goes on. The Atlanta metro area has a lot of crime. So I was very leery when I heard this lady was missing. I did think the worst because I thought 2 weeks, no notification. And the fact that Sheree wanted to wait to tell people her mom was missing weeks in, thought that was odd. Knowing that that area, Atlanta, has a lot of crime and just crime in general in the world. There are a lot of crazy people out here. And then you have all these crazy situations going on with meeting people online. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's sad that in this day and time, a woman has to tell that she's going out on a date or she's going to meet somebody for coffee. And she may be a private person and don't want nobody to know her business. But because the time that we live in, it is best to tell somebody, hey, I'm meeting someone for drinks. I'm meeting someone for lunch, coffee. This is their name, their picture, phone number. You don't hear from me within 2 hours, 3, call the authorities. And it's sad that we have to verify our information with people about another stranger, but those are the times that we are in. I am glad that Miss Ferguson has been found, Miss Thelma, and hopefully the next time she decides to take a trip, disappearing act, whichsoever, she notifies her child or someone close to the family, friend, and tell them, hey, I'm going out of town, I'm going over here. Let somebody know something. Because right now with the pandemic, who knew what was going on with this lady? And frankly, I'm going to be truthful. If you're close to your family, that's pretty cruel not to tell someone something and notify someone who could at least notify other people, even if you were feeling some type of way and didn't want to be bothered. Thanks for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. Please stay safe out there. It's a beautiful day in the high 10. As you see, I'm sitting out, and I'm glad to be alive. And I'm praying for those who have been affected by this coronavirus. I am just glad to be alive and sending a prayer out to those, as I stated, who have been affected by this virus, those who have passed, and those who are mourning those who have passed. You all stay safe out there. Wear your gloves and your, as your parents are saying, your mittens. Wear your gloves when you're out shopping. Please be careful. Come back in, wash up, wipe everything down, and stay safe. God bless you all. Praying that we get back into a normal existence someday soon. God bless you, America, and those abroad. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Bye-bye.